Who's the worst celebrity in Mafia Don 3?
Oh,
The worst.
That's a good question.
The worst celebrity
Oh my gosh.
that has came to Mafia Zone 3, Mariah Carey.
All right.
And I only say Mariah Carey because I feel like her intentions was to promote her album and I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You feel what I'm saying? Because business, you gotta respect good business. You feel what I'm saying? But what was the exchange for us? Like I know she didn't want to sing, I know she didn't want to dance. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like Kai, he held up his end of the burden. She promoted her album. Kai spoke to the kids. He did everything that he wanted. He did everything that probably was her team intentions and her intentions. And I feel like it wasn't really nothing in exchange. If you're gonna come on Mafia-thon, you feel what I'm saying? You have to come and you have to be vulnerable. You feel what I'm saying? You have to come. Be ready to do what's in the box. Be ready to do hot ones. Be ready to jump in the pool. Be ready to, you feel what I'm saying? Be ready to come have fun. You guys, the guests are older. You might not understand what we're doing, and that's what's you feel what I'm saying? That's what the rush is for.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? That's what's the
100%.
excitement. When you come into Mafia-thon, you don't know what to expect. It's like a field dream. You don't know what to expect when you come to Cow House. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I feel, and I'm not gonna hold my tongue for anybody because this is my friend, and I'm also here, and I'm participating. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like word, and now I'm gonna eat another wing just for that. Good question.
I'm dead.
What was the exchange for? This is from Cameron Hay. What was the exchange for us? You had a top 3 female artist of all time on your platform who was almost 60. That's what the exchange was. You were in the presence of greatness, LOL. But this is why I've been saying most of the guests don't make sense.
Okay. I'm going to disclaim this. I'm a streamer, obviously, YouTuber. So potential bias is there, even though I think I'm more than educated enough and rational enough, in my personal opinion, to have competent takes. I say that to say that's a lazy excuse. That's a lazy excuse for anybody to bullshit you in your business. If you are like head chef in your state, you're not Mariah Carey, but you are the chef in your state. And Mariah Carey wants to cook for your restaurant, and Mariah Carey just sits in your kitchen and sings all day. Gang, that's disrespectful. like regardless. And I'm not saying that's what happened in Mafia-thon. I didn't see her guest appearance on there. But gang, you don't just sit there and be like, if you let my love, you don't just glaze that. No, she said she would come and cook for your restaurant. Let her kind of at least halfway abide by that. So if the people that are actively participating in Mafia-thon feel like all she did was sit there and promote, which sure you could say about anybody there, but there's definitely levels in energy to it. We don't have to play stupid. I can say, I don't know if it's true or not because I didn't see the clip, but I can agree with what Talil said in the sense of, oh, there is a name of celebrity artists, or in this case, Mariah Carey. You came on the show, you promoted your shit, kind of was chilling, bullshit, weren't really vulnerable with it. You kind of just said, I am blank my name and kept it pushing. And I ain't really rock with that. I can get with it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to echo chamber it, but nah, if Mariah and people who know me, I love Mariah Carey. All right. If she was on the stream, if she was on our stream and she wasn't really potting for real, and not even potting for real, like just conversating. Because if a guest literally came on our pod and was just like, here's my album, like every 2 seconds, I would be annoyed as fuck.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, you're not participating in the conversation. Everything becomes a promo for your album. Like, that would be annoying. That would be annoying. The only slight pushback I had to Ty Lil was just like the guest going along with everything.
True.
And I don't even think like he was verbatim saying that. Like, I think guests should still have their own boundaries. But nah, like someone had to be the worst guest, so Ty Lil had to say a name, so someone was gonna get potentially offended. And if it's the one that had the lowest energy during the Mafia-thon, then so be it. Fuck it.
Okay, so this is my thought process on it. To talk about the whole like what does she provide for us? I just want to be clear. Like, she is the thing. She still herself carries weight. So I don't want it to be like 100% literal. What does she provide for us? Her presence is there. She's a part of the content as well. She's just the next transition She is the big draw for that moment. She's made enough stain in the game to where like she can just present herself. Like literally she can just present herself. And with her just being present, like she can just
People will watch it just to
people are
watch
just
her.
watching.
Like
Correct.
yeah.
So that's one.
Very true.
Now the second part of that though is, and somebody might argue, you know, well, is it not your job to make them comfortable? And I agree with that because I do think that it's like a mix of, are you doing your job as a host to make them comfortable? Are you doing your job as a host to have them open up? What are you doing from your perspective? Are you meeting her where she is? Are you having conversations beforehand? And this is a little bit different than traditional media. It's not like Kai and her have had multiple conversations and sit downs beforehand to where they can become comfortable and cool, and then she can pop up and just hop right into the fold. Honestly, when we do that same type of method of just, hey, first time really interacting with you, come on to our stream, we're taking a big risk and a large portion of that falls on us as the creators to make sure that person is ingrained. With all that being said, Ray J shared some sentiments, and I thought it was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, the homie out here working hard doing 30-day subs. He got like people like Kim and Mariah and them coming on. These niggas didn't give this nigga nothing. He trying to get to 1 million subs, Kim. Mariah, John Legend, all y'all niggas. When Lemmy came from Zeus, him with the baddies, they probably give like 30 bands. I gifted like 15,000 that night. That's because we happy to be on the platform and we supporting him. Just like he's supporting y'all. Where y'all gifts at? He trying to get to 1 million. All y'all should gift the homie at least 50,000. 50,000 subs makes sense, right? For the icons, 50 to 100. Let me see what y'all niggas do. Because I'm starting to feel like y'all using niggas. And while y'all building y'all shit and y'all promoting y'all platforms and y'all albums and it's working for y'all, what y'all do for the homies? Yeah.
Who back there? Yeah.
Hey, that's Talil.
Who back there? Yeah, man. No.
Not the Mr. Beast method. Not
50,
the Mr.
50 to 100 is kind of crazy, but it's an even exchange. And that's just the weirdest thing in like this game. And I know Talil just had to answer the question. So even though he might have thought Mariah Carey was a good guest, that just might be the flaw in her game. You just got to pick somebody. I'm laughing at Ray J. It's just this weird and interesting dynamic. Do they have to give a gift? Because you got, I don't know, a 10, 15, 20,000 boost when I came on the stream, like of live viewers. Is that not your, whatever you got in that moment, is that not, my contribution to the stream?
Right.
I mean, when it comes to like any collaboration, like even outside of this, it is mutually beneficial. Like that's why people collaborate. That's why people work with each other, whether that's creator to brand. You know what I'm saying? The brand gets something out of, being promoted on someone's platform. The platform obviously benefits. Like it's a scratch your back, I scratch my back game. I don't think they have to give subs. I don't know.
100, 50 to 100.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, my own take on that is, gang, not only do I think they don't have to do that, but hell, Mariah Carey is older. She might not know what the fuck how to do that. So I don't know about that. What I do say though, and not to even just echo myself, but like kind of like to loop it back to like why I still stand with where I stand, even though I disagree with having to go the extra mile. Because Mariah Carey is still her name. When he brought on Nicki Minaj the one time, that's still Nicki Minaj. Or when he brings on Victoria Justice or whoever he brings on, they're still household names. Hell, let's pick a name that is going to be there at some point, likely, and that I know this chat will emphatically glaze. LeBron James. LeBron James hops on Mafia-thon. Hell, LeBron James hops on my stream, obviously. It would blow numbers through the roof. It just will. Especially if he does something cool. If LeBron James sits here with new sneaks around his neck, LeBron 44s around his neck, and he just goes, check out the kicks. King shit. And leaves. Look, dog. It could do numbers. I ain't gotta like that shit as the streamer. I like who has to like that? Especially if you are the person of business. Now, if chat goes crazy, get your money, all that shit, bravo. But if you ask me directly, how did you feel about LeBron hopping on? Hey, I mean, LeBron, cool, he the GOAT, but I ain't gotta like the fact that the motherfucker just sat here and just said, check it out. All right, man.
You don't think you hold some blame for not like taking
You do.
LeBron out of his.
You do.
You do. You 100% do. It is somewhat, to be fair, no disrespect to Kai, no disrespect to Clover Boys. It's skill issue if you can't get that out of her. And if you know that, okay, she might be a little bit more mature than the kind of stuff we typically do, you're going to have to adapt. You're going to have to find a way. Because Mariah Carey, when the cams are off, when the mics are down, she got a life. There's a personality to everybody on this earth. So there is something that she likes. There's something that she's passionate about. Something that will make her laugh. All this other stuff. You can't get that out of her. Skill issue. So
But I think even on throughout this marathon, it's pretty obvious. We didn't need this situation to know it. A lot of these collaborations are not organic. Oh, I just want to, me and Kai are good friends. Let me bro, there was literally a stretch where he had the Jonas Brothers on, and then the next day he had Jesse McCartney on. Mind you, Jesse McCartney is like touring with the Jonas Brothers. How do I know this? We went to a Jonas Brothers concert, and Jesse McCartney was a guest. So that's how I know that. So like a lot of these collaborations aren't natural at all. And I think that's what happens when you have unnatural collaborations where it is truly a business transaction. And I think Mariah Carey hopping on, that was on the lines of a true business transaction. That wasn't off the strength. That wasn't off the love. Like that was Mariah Carey has an album to promote. And Kai Cenat could use a bump in viewership from having Mariah Carey on. Full stop. Yeah. Now for Ray J, for Marlon Wayne, whatchamacallit, maybe Sniper Wolf, maybe even. Like those are more organic collaborations. Victoria Justice, where the energy is gonna match what it needs to match. But outside of that, I mean,
and I'll break the fourth wall out. Keep it a buck. Status matters too. So, like for example, we had our own conversation about Victoria Justice per se, right? And Victoria Justice, she can't just sit on there and the whole time because I'm like, gang, what the fuck up with you? And then everybody gonna start checking her. Mariah Carey can pull this off. Hell, we saw you'll probably see in Twitter. We saw the tweet. That's what I meant to say. We saw the tweet online. We're gonna see in the chat. We'll probably see in the comment section. Bruh, the young cats, man. That's Mariah Carey, bro. She is the presence. And so I get that, but you would think that if someone says they're gonna do something, they would do it. They would do it not to the best of their ability, but at least look like they care. I haven't seen the clip, so I don't know what happened, unfortunately. I would love to, I guess, be able to pause the pod, go back in time, and see what happened. But if they're saying she ain't had the energy, I want to know what that energy is. If you think Mariah Carey's going to start jumping up and down and singing songs, gang, she's older. And she's always had a reputation for being kind of chill. But that's all I get.
In her later years, it's actually the opposite. She has a reputation of like being mean. I don't want to say the actual word, but
Mariah get mean. The last time I seen Mariah get mean, it was a good, but I ain't seen Mariah.
But I'll say this: it's to me, it's like I just think it's no different than a lot of these. That's an R&B artist thing. Like if you've ever looked at Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight, Shaka Khan. Some of the Whitney Houston interviews when she was older. If you looked at they're just they're them. Like, and we can say it mean, bitchy. I'll say it be so. They're mean, bitchy, moody.
Chat saying diva.
Yeah, diva. And I think that's perfectly like that's them. But the problem is, and this is what Leroy said on the YouTube side. Kyle run into the same issues at the late night TV shows like Colbert and Kimmel and others when certain guests come on. It's just when you just it becomes more of a business and you take out like the side of it where it's like really personal and stuff like that. I understand the purpose of doing it, trying to reach 1 million subs, trying to break a goal, trying to do all these big things. You're Kai. Your speed is more like the first Mafia-thon where you had on Route and all these other streamers and stuff like that. I know you reached a different level. You got to bring on these people. But this is just gonna be what happens. I wonder what goes on in the future though, where he has to, based off of who he is, get outside of his bubble. This is a great problem. I know when he was making YouTube videos at the dorm room.
You know, love having Mariah Carey doing ding dong ditches.
Yeah, if somebody would have told
It's
him
on a
like
Tuesday.
yeah, if somebody would have told you like, bro, on a Tuesday, like you're going to be doing a sit down stream with Mariah Carey and you had Kim Kardashian the day before, he'd probably tell you that that's bullshit, right? But now that we're here, it's interesting to see how he'll navigate that place and space going forward.
Just honestly, that's why I said it's a skill issue. I'm not a mafia thon glazer. You gotta just research this because he probably knew as much as I do, which is Mariah Carey sing good plus ratio. LOL. Seen a clip of her on Wild 'N Out. I guess she was a diva there. Maybe that's been her track record on social media or television shows. If that's the case, then gang, you had to get off the more nonchalant Mariah Carey clips. That's what you should have been going for. Versus then being able to be like, man, you know, bro, she ain't had the energy. Put her in a situation where nonchalantness will work.
I also wouldn't be surprised if Tylil just didn't want to say that Mariah Carey was trying to ego them, which I could definitely see, knowing like who Mariah Carey is, again, her reputation over the last couple of years. Like I feel like I need to see the actual stream and exactly what happened, but it could be a case of like Mariah Carey felt like she was her. You know what I'm saying? Fuck is this streaming shit?
Yeah, Kai might be.
Fuck is a Kai Cenat for real? I'm only here because you know my daughter knows Kai type shit. It may have been that situation. And Tyler just didn't want to say that, but
yeah, it's always going to be different. Popular votes, tweeters, comment section when it's you personally. Again, if think of your favorite celebrity right now, you have the chance to meet them cool. That motherfucker calls you a bitch. You ain't gotta like that shit. Like, and then they keep leveling it up. Whatever it takes to offend you, because some of you, you know, you're gooners. Whatever it takes to offend you, at some point you can be like, damn, bro. I mean, you cool. You still my favorite player, favorite athlete, favorite singer, but damn, bro, you're kind of a dick.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how people move forward. Shout out to Ron Jax.
He's on fire.
07, no for becoming a superstar member. We're up to 22 members.
What you say you are. He needs to do more comedians. That just came to my mind. He needs to do more comedians. I think that's his style.
Yeah, just stick to like oh no. Stick to the stuff you know.
Yeah.
Like, and I would just everything that I know, like I like Summer Walker. Everything I know about Summer Walker, I would never want Summer Walker to be on this platform.
Yeah, isn't she like notoriously and set into a mic shy? Like Eric Cartman meme of I have social anxiety shy. Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
And now, mind you, there's enough evidence out there to see what gets her out of her shell. The only way I would do that is if I could literally say, let's go out. Let's go out a couple different times. Let's go to, I don't know, the arcade, or let's go out to the coffee shop. Let's talk. Let's break the ice first, without having this be the medium in which we're trying to break the ice and then get into the interview. It's just not gonna work.
no magicians this time though. Ain't that funny?
Also, honorable mention: learn your lessons.
Yeah.